Hello and welcome you all to my video lecture classes. I am your faculty Dipankar Ghosh. In my previous videos already we discussed about types of die casting, that is hot chamber machine, and another one is cold chamber machine. And up to hot chamber machine already we get completed. So let us discuss today about the second type of machine, which is named as your cold chamber die casting machine. So here is the schematic diagram of pressure die casting, which is conducted in cold chamber. Cold chamber die casting process differ from hot chamber die casting in following respects. It is number one, melting unit is not an integral part of the cold chamber die casting machine. Molten metal is brought and poured into the die casting, into this die casting machine with the help of a ladle. Here just you can compare with, here is the machine where the molten metal is along with this machine. But here you can see, here in this cold die casting machine, we are not having the molting unit here. So the molten metal, whatever is molted in the furnace, with the help of a ladle, it is came along with it. So it is the molten part is not the integral part of this machine. Molten metal which is poured into the cold chamber die casting machine is at a low temperature as compared to the poured into the hot chamber die casting machine. Because in hot chamber die casting machine we are using your flame, hot flame, to keep the molten metal into the molten state. So in comparison, in cold chamber machine, such thing is not happen. So whatever metal is poured into this ladle, it is brought from the furnace. So if you compare with the hot chamber machine, that the density of that material is quite low in comparison to the hot chamber machine. For this reason, a cold chamber die casting process has to make use of pressure much higher. That means from 2 to 2000 kg per centimeter square than those applied in the hot chamber process. Because the density is lower in comparison to the hot chamber machine, so we have to provide more pressure in comparison to the hot chamber machine. High pressure tends to increase the fluidity of the molten metal possessing relatively low temperature. Lower temperature of molten metal accomplished with higher injection pressure will produce castings of dense structure such tend to dimensional accuracy and free from blow holes. Die components experience less thermal stress due to lower temperature of the molten metal. However, dies are required to made stronger in order to bear that high temperature. So as we know, the density is low, so you have to produce more pressure. So the die which are required for the cold chamber machine might have to exhibit that much of pressure. So let us discuss about the constructional and operational point of views. The cold chamber die casting machine consists of a pressure chamber or cold chamber. Here having a pressure chamber, here you can see, or cold chamber of cylindrical shape fitted with a ram or piston, usually operated at hydraulic pressure. This process, but if you compare with the hot chamber machine, that is moving in your vertical position, but here you are applied, you have to produce more pressure, so the movement of that plunger is an horizontal type. So and that plunger is moving. So here is the plunger, you can see in the schematic diagram. Here is the plunger is moving in this direction, where the molten metal is poured into this chamber to enter into the chamber, and this plunger is moving to force the molten metal to get inside this mold. Strong, high-grade, heat-resistant alloy steels are used for making the working parts of this machine as well as the dies. This is because of the effect of temperatures and high pressure associated with this process. A measured quantity of molten metal is brought in a ladle. Here you are having a ladle from the holding ladle and poured into this cold chamber. Here we are pouring into the cold chamber. After this, the die is closed and all crosses are locked in position. Then the ram forces this molten metal into flow into this die. The pressure required to force metal into the die is of the order of 200 to 2000 kg centimeter square per centimeter square, and hence high squeezing action is exerted on the metal while it solidifies. Once the casting has solidified, the movable half of the die slides away and the die opens. Cores are withdrawn, ram moves into the backward direction, and the ejection is advanced to force the casting out of the die halves. So you can see, I want to show you another, in this diagram you can again explain very easily. Here you can see we are having a plunger. Here it is written, in some books it is written as ram, in some books it is a plunger, in some books it is a piston. So nothing worried about that. With the help of this ladle is poured in the furnace, and immediately with the help of the furnace, help of the ladle, the molten metal is poured into this machine. Thereafter, this plunger is moving in this direction, so that whatever molten metal is here poured is forced to got into this metallic dies. So when these metallic dies are get filled, the ram is here at that time in this idle position, so that here the water may be injected on the outer surface of these metal dies. So immediately quenching takes place, and that the molten metal whatever inside this mold is again solidified. So when the molten metal solidify, immediately by the help of these ejectors, we are moving this ejector out and separate these permanent molds to get out of this casting. So here in this case, the if you compare with the hot metal machine and the cold chamber machine, two things is very important. Number one, in hot chamber machine, your heat is continuously supplied throughout the process, so to keep the molten metal into the molten state. But here in the cold chamber machine, such provision is not there, because there is no heating zone. So therefore, it NAM is also the named is there, because we are not providing any heat to the molten metal. Therefore, it is named as cold chamber machine. And if you compare the next thing, what is separate this by the which is named as the moving of this ram or plunger. In the hot chamber machine, the plunger is moving up and down, but here in the cold chamber machine, the movement of this is horizontal. So let us discuss some advantages of this cold chamber machine. Casting produce are of great density and more sustained dimensional accuracy. The accuracy of the die casting is more in comparison to the hot chamber machine. Separation of melting unit like furnace and portage etc. from the work parts of die casting machine increases its life and efficiency. So because we are heating zone is there, so the efficiency should be increased in the case of cold chamber machine. And let us discuss some disadvantages. Since very high pressure are involved in cold chamber die casting, dies will have to be made stronger in order to withstand that pressure. Let us discuss about the application. Cold chamber die casting machines are cheaply used for making casting in aluminium, brass and magnesium. So these Through low melting points, alloys can also be cast, but they are more economically done so to fast operating hot chamber machine. So this is all about your cold chamber die casting machine. Thank you.